Well, that I think is just fate. It was just such an exciting thing. Ron Kelly was guest speaker at a luncheon that I was at in July, I think, of this year. And he, at the end of his speech, which was all about the arts, he said, and next year I'm guest curator at the Museum of Brisbane doing this wonderful exhibition on the many lives of Moreton Bay. And you know, with St Helena and Peel Island and all the other historical, and Stradbroke, of course. So he, after the luncheon was finished, I said to him, I have a couple of things at home that might interest you for this exhibition.
So from there, we went and visited Trisha, and fantastically, here was this painting, unknown, the only known painting of St Helena as a working prison.
Ron Kelly phoned me at home and said, Lauren, did I tell you about the painting that we discovered? No, I said. He said, we found a painting that dates back to 1878, an architect from Sydney. And I said, Ron, you've given me goose pimples.
When I received it, the frame was sort of, the back of it was falling apart, so I was too terrified to let anyone touch it, so I thought the best thing is to wrap it up. So it's been living in the back of a wardrobe, wrapped up in plastic and towels for probably the best part of 30, 40 years, which makes me very ashamed when I see how wonderful it is now, but I'm so pleased that I looked after it. And I'm very happy to donate it to the Museum of Brisbane and, of course, to this exhibition.
Finding the painting, we were pretty astonished, and I know Queensland Parks and Wildlife were completely, we had to keep Daly on his, hold him up on his feet because he was so blown away. And then it coming in to the collection, which was absolutely so generous of Trisha. And then finding out about the artist himself, who was a Sydney architect and was up here for 3 months. He was actually on St Helena.
So I pulled out my research of the prisoners and found that Charles Winn was a prisoner on St Helena. He may have changed his name, but he couldn't change certain facts, and the facts that matched what the museum had discovered was that he'd come from England. He was 33 years of age when he was on St Helena. The museum had discovered that he was born in 1848. Everything matched. In Sydney they had him as an architect, and on St Helena we had him, his trade was draftsman. The only record we have of the prison is some photographs that date back to about 1914. This is significant, 135 years old, and it tells its own story. It really is, it may be unique to Brisbane, but this for St Helena is 20 years of research. I can't put this into words. This is just brilliant.
It's a great honour to be able to present this to the Museum of Brisbane, and I'm thrilled that it's all happened. And I just feel the other thing is that how much better is it to be out here on display than hidden in the back of a wardrobe?
It was totally unexpected. I've worked in the museum now for 10 years and have seen, you know, lots of amazing and extraordinary stories, and this is right up there with, you know, it's such an important find for the museum and for the city.
Beautiful. Are you sure it's not mine to take home?